Hi everybody, it's Tim Van Orden. I hope you're having a great day today. I just spent the past few hours of mine going over recordings that I made while lying in bed sick for 8 days. And I've got some really intense stuff that I recorded. A lot of thoughts, a lot of stories. Most of it was me sharing with myself to learn from the experience and to really be present and look back at my life and find new direction, new meaning, new possibility. And I came across this one story that I think might be of value to you, or at least some of you. Many people don't believe that I'm shy. You see me posting videos on YouTube, you see me giving talks, and I just don't appear shy to most people. But it is true that I'm very, very painfully shy. Scared to death of people. It's just that I've learned some tools to deal with it and to function inside of it, not to let it stop me from functioning, not to let it stop me from sharing with others. But as you'll hear in this story, my shyness is pretty intense and pretty debilitating. So hopefully me sharing this with you now will possibly be of value to you. If you think that it's not possible for you to move forward or function in the middle of your shyness, there's always room to grow. And this will give you an example of how I've grown with my shyness and function now very differently than I have in the past, thanks to my inner loving parent and the way that I approach myself in a much more gentle fashion now. Okay? So here it is, and I hope you find value in it. All right, bye.
People don't believe me when I tell them I'm shy. I think I'm making it up. I've learned tools to function, but that hasn't changed my shyness or my self-valuing. That's what shyness is. It's putting yourself in a hierarchy against all other people. Ranking yourself against all other people. And when you look at that ladder, you always find yourself on the bottom rung. And all the other people in the world are above you, ranked higher. We had moved across town when I was in 6th grade, just before 6th grade. And I went to a new school, and there was a girl there, a beautiful girl. I was madly in love with her. She would look at me, and the world would just melt away. I was in heaven whenever I was around her. And the best part was that she liked me, but not for long. We were in gym class one day, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. Pee. And I looked at the clock. We had 10 minutes till class was over. So I thought I would try to hold it. But as a minute ticked by, I realized that I didn't think I was going to be able to hold it, so I just stood frozen in the middle of the gym while the kids were playing whatever game it was all around me. And I stood there frozen, panicked, watching the clock. The teacher asking me what's wrong, but I couldn't speak. I was too scared to say anything to him. I was too scared to ask to leave the room to go to the bathroom. I'd never done that. In my previous school, my parents had to teach my teachers that I wouldn't ask to go to the bathroom, and that they had to quietly come over and whisper in my ear and ask me if I needed to go to the bathroom, and then they would get me up and escort me out. Sometimes they weren't so nice. And they would say in front of the entire class, "Tim, do you have to go to the bathroom? I think you should go to the bathroom." Well, on this particular day in 6th grade, in front of a profound love of my life, at least in my childhood memory, that clock wasn't ticking fast enough. And with 3 minutes to go, my whole body went into spasms. And the girl that I loved came over and asked me what was wrong. So I pretended to be mad. I pretended to be angry. I told her I was having a fit. I lied. And it always puzzled me. Why was it okay to be angry and throwing a fit? Why would people like me more for that? Maybe I thought it would make me seem tough. So she looked at me with a scrunched up brow and walked away because I was acting like a jerk. And then it got more than I could take, more than my bladder could control. And I could feel the warmth of my urine starting to go down my leg. And I looked down and I saw it rolling off of my shoe and starting to accumulate on the floor in the middle of the whole classroom. Because I couldn't ask the teacher to go to the bathroom because I was too scared to speak up. So I peed my pants in front of the entire 6th grade class at my new school. And the new kid would from that point forward be known as Piss Pot. There are many more stories like this, of times where I've let horrible things happen to me. I've endured horrific things because I was afraid to speak up.
So there you go. There's a window into a very painful experience from my past, and something that I still deal with to this day. I still have fear of speaking up. I do it because I have tools that allow me to focus on something other than that constant ranking that's going on in my head that I can't turn off. So it's not as if the shyness goes away, it's not as if the ranking goes away, but I found ways to be present and conscious to other aspects of people, and to ways in which to connect with them on an equal playing field, to find ways to relate to them as equals and not as competitors. Shy people are very competitive, always ranking. But that's something that is going to stick with me probably for the rest of my life, but as long as I'm present and look for other ways to connect, I will always find a way to speak up and always find a way around or through the situation in a much more gentle fashion without wet pants. Alright, so for those of you that deal with a debilitating shyness, I get it. I get it. And I'm here to help. Okay, love you all. Bye.